Last year I only gave Supergirl an Electrum rating. This year I'm hoping it goes much better. We're already introduced to two new villains that, since I wasn't paying too close of attention, I didn't realize were going to be in this season. Bloodsport and Morgan Edge. How do I think they did? Well, let's get into it and find out. Welcome to the heart of the stories we tell. My name is Rob, and tonight I will be reviewing Supergirl, Season 3, Episode 1, The Girl of Steel. And this name had many meanings. It's easy enough to forget that she grew up on Krypton, that cold, calculating world, and as awesome as Kara is, there's a certain amount of her that is more alien than Superman. And then again, there's also the most human part, the human part that lost. The Girl of Steel was a lot about the fact that she made herself try to be hard and not feel the loss. She tried to make herself cut off. And that's why she was ready to give up on being Kara Danvers. But I have to say it didn't quite feel right. Being myself no more instead of Supergirl no more makes it feel like she's Batman, and that's not quite the right feel. Before we get into specifics, though, let's throw this up there. So once again, it's stop. Spoiler time. Okay, so Bloodsport's the physical threat, and there have been a couple of Bloodsports over the years, but at the end of the day, the base concept is pretty simple. A mercenary with alien tech capable of taking on Superman, in this case Supergirl. It's far from the first time that we've seen Supergirl adopt a Superman villain. But there's a second one that got introduced, one that's a little more Lex Luthor-y, and that's Morgan Edge. And now I'm very surprised to see Edge, because Edge normally has a connection that I didn't think we'd go to, because, well, of the movies. Then again, there is a Supergirl connection to Darkseid, but that's not the same Supergirl that we have on the show. That's a much darker, edgier Supergirl that I talked about before. But okay, so normally Morgan Edge has access to Apocalyptian technology and has Darkseid's right-hand man. But then again, normally Bloodsport has a teleporter that can teleport superweapons to him, and neither of those quite seem to be the case here. But then again, with Daxmites, White Martians, Kryptonians, and God knows what else running around, we could have all sorts of technology. And we still have a cyborg Superman out there that well, more like a cyborg. And I guess we should probably touch on the key moment, though. In the water, when he yelled, "Wake up." What did that mean? Well, the show has already been bogged down with relationships, and I guess Mon-El is going to continue to play some role this season, give the actor some work, and I'm glad, because I really want to see him come back as part of the Legion of Superheroes. But then again, the supporting cast males haven't exactly been great at being brought back. Meanwhile, we have the love story between Alex and, well, even that felt a little forced this week. I like the idea, but I don't know, something about it just didn't feel right. And speaking of not feeling right, what about all that Cat Grant stuff? Between the scenes with Maggie and Alex and the stuff with Cat Grant, I really felt like there were intermissions in the story to have political commentary. And that kind of, I don't know, rubbed me the wrong way. Hopefully that's not a reoccurring theme. I really like Cat Grant and want to see her in more episodes, and I really liked the relationship between Alex and Maggie last season. I will say, though, the best part of the episode as far as that was concerned was when she asked Martian Manhunter to walk her down the aisle. I even got a really good laugh out of the whole, "we can't let other people around here see us cry, and no, we can cry." Part of me felt like being like, "Oh, come on, Win knows you're a softie, both of you." Speaking of which, the supporting characters did get a pretty good showing. Win, Olsen, and, of course, Lena Luthor, who got a major upgrade in the amount she got showcased. Mostly because she's going to be part of the way they fight Morgan Edge. Because, well, you need a businesswoman to fight a businessman. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull a bunch of Bruce Wayne stuff with her. Not the Batman angle, but the Bruce Wayne part. Because way back when Superman had a problem with Lex Luthor, Bruce Wayne did buy the Daily Planet. It was a pretty cool storyline. He also bought the building Lois and Clark lived in. That was actually kind of funny. At the end of the episode, we then had the little bit of a flash of rain, and I don't really get where they're going with that just yet. There's a lot of potential, but it's a Supergirl villain, not a Superman villain. So I'm really curious to see how they handle that. And she has a daughter. That shocked the hell out of me. Now, with all of that going on, there are other storylines that I think should come to a head first, but we still have Cadmus, we still have the wedding. We'll see what happens. What about you? What did you think of tonight's episode? I thought it was better than last season's half of their episodes. So, I'm stoked. I'm happy. Leave me a comment down below with what you thought of the episode and if you think that it's worth me reviewing for the rest of the season. Of course, I also need you to like and share this video if you liked it, hit that thumbs up, and if this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button. It's always helpful to our community to get new members. In the meantime, I'm going to be looking at this show and all the rest of the Berlantiverse this week to try to get to the heart of what they're doing as we walk through the heart of the stories we tell. Have a good night.